Hello and welcome to Factorio Fixit. My name's Negative Root and let's get cracking. We're back in Silman's factory today. He asked me to have a look at one other thing before I unleashed him on this world again. He asked me to have a look at the oil setup and how to get it all working. Now I figured that he had this under control and was just halfway through the build, but apparently not. So we're going to talk about that. Now rule number one. Use underground pipe. You have no idea how helpful it will be moving through the game. You'll notice that he's got pretty much above ground pipe going everywhere. Now what we're going to do is come up with a bit of a build here, and we're also going to look at the train and try and get it all working so that he can just ship in his oil and his build will scale. Now let's just have a quick look at something. No, okay. So what we're going to need is advanced oil processing. Now I wonder if this has blue science yet. No blue science. Okay. Well, we won't do advanced oil processing then. Let's just do this one because that one's nice and straightforward. So what we're going to do is set up a scalable build that will grow with Silman's factory. Now we're going to use a couple of techniques. Firstly, the first one is going to be a buzz bar. Now what a buzz bar is where you have a line of common resources and then you just hook in off that. So I'm just going to assume that, actually I think someone gave me a really good memory thing the other day, and I think it was hook the oil up on the right and you're doing it right, or something like that. Anyway, so I'm just going to assume that this is water and we're going to need this eventually. I'm not going to hook it up there until we actually need it. Now these are this. So that's that part of the factory done. Now we're going to need a couple of these. I reckon all 8 is probably a good number there. And we're also going to need a couple of chemical plants. So let's get them queued up and building. Now what we're going to do is sort out this. Because this is no good. So what we need to do is introduce a bit of buffer storage, I think. What we're going to do, right, is we're going to have loading on one side of the track and unloading on the other. Now what we'll need to do is have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 looks good to me. All of these are going to come onto or into boxes. Lots of boxes. 5. Actually, let's just stop all of those for a moment. Build another 5 boxes on this side. Oh, one more needed. Okie-dokie. Now, well, there's a reason I'm using wooden boxes is because they're convenient. I don't have to go and find materials to build them. Okay. Right, there we go. Now, what we'll do is we need to take them from the boxes and put them into an assembly machine. So this will basically unpack the storage. Now, what it will do, go 1, 2, splitter, wrong way. No, we'll keep it. Splitter. No, that's not going to work. Just trying to come up with a build here on the fly that will get this to do what I want. Just trying to think of how the resources are going to flow. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do here. So So this will empty the oil barrels, okay? Now what it will do, right, is once they've emptied them, we're going to put it on a belt. And it's going to ship them back to this side of the train line. Once it's over here, what we'll do is just come this way. Now, what we need to do is bring this down here somehow. Now what we'll do is we'll go with normal inserters out to a belt. To just move this down fractionally. Assembly machine. Output. Okay, there we go. Now this is going to empty our barrels. And it's going to empty it into, obviously, the oil network. Let's get that sorted. There's probably a good spot to put it. We'll hook it in. Rightio. So, just go with normal inserters because I got them handy. Rightio. So that'll be a pretty tanky build and that'll scale well, I think. Yeah. Just need a couple more of them. Rightio. Now we need to get this fuel in here somehow. What we'll do is we'll throw down a fast inserter here. Get a bit of beltage happening. Loves a bit of beltage. Okay, that is on that. Hopefully that won't make everything crash. Famous last words. I know. Right, so we need a splitter because we're going to take half of this fuel down and build circuits with it. Okay. That'd be right, no iron plate. Let's go get some more material to build with. Build another handful of them. Right, what do we got? Got plenty of belt. Just need some iron plate. Bill for copper. Copper's okay. This factory has quite a bit of line storage, as you can see. Oof. And some of these would be really helpful. A couple of million, that's fine. 342, yeah, no worries. Oh, here we go. Alright, that's because I'm just in the process of flipping that over. Oh well, whatever. I have to come back and fix that. Righty. Let's get this happening. No idea where that stray underground belt is from, but whatever. Just turn that off for a moment. So that's our fuel supply sorted. And this coal we can take into the factory in here somewhere. Now what we need to do is build a little bit of buffer storage for each of our 3 constituent products. And this is going to be pretty tight to get to work, but we can do it. We can make it happen in the space that we got. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oops. Right, that's that. And this is a really simple idea where you just bring it out and take it to whatever you need it to. That's the right distance, and it turns out it is. We have no more. Okie dokie. So that's that. Now what we'll do is somewhere we'll sort out some fining of each of these products into something. Now, advanced oil processing is fairly important because we're fairly urgently going to need the capability to crack from heavy oil into light oil, and then from light oil into petroleum. This is probably an idea to move this down. Okay. Right, that's that. Just ditch some of this shit. Now obviously you just want to fill up this cargo wagon and have enough for one full wagon floating around in the system. Now we'll just hook all of these lines up. Looks complicated, I know, but it's a really simple idea because you just continue this down. Now, what we need to do is we need to have petroleum gas being turned into plastics. Just notice that that'll take coal and petroleum gas. We also need a very easy build where we're going to take sulfur, we're going to turn that to sulfuric acid. Okay. Like this one better, I think. Acid, right? Nothing wrong with a bit of buffer storage. Another chemical plant though. Oh, we got one. Anyway. And these are going to make our batteries for us. Easy as pie. Yeah. Just like that. The output line is going to be here somewhere. It's going to go off into the distance. Oh my god. Strike of Curse of the Australia Underground Belt. Okay. Rightio. That's all of that sorted. Now we just need a like that. Something like this. A box that will allow things to build up a little bit. Same thing, yeah. These. Now we can do the coal one of two ways. We can bring it in around here or bring it in here. I think around here and use a long-handed inserters will be the way to do it. We'll do something like this. Which means that splitter I put in earlier isn't going to be needed. But anyway, things you learn, huh? Okie dokie. Splitter, splitter. Belt, that's all that's sorted. That splitter can stay there, it won't do anything. Rightio. That's that. Now, we need to plumb in the petroleum gas, which is this line here. So what we'll do is we'll just take a line straight out and into our little factory here, because we need to put it into two places. We need to put it in here and we need to put it in. Then we need to plumb over some water, which is conveniently here, so we'll do that kind of thing there. take this. Place to stick it. Okay. It's connected. One more. There we go. That'll hook all of them up, and depending on our petroleum supply, it may run one of them. May run two. Don't know. Okay. Grab 5 more pipe. And we'll have a look at plumbing in our copper and steel supply. So here's the bus down here. It's what we can do, right? Something a little bit fancy. Here's our supply. Our iron supply rather is stopped. Need to have a look at that shortly. Gear wheels seem to be eating it pretty heavily. So is electronic circuits, because I flogged so many of them. Anyway. Right. We need 2 of these. Okay. What I want to do, copper and the iron, exact same line, make things really easy for myself. I only have to route the one belt in, not 2. Go, done. Then we need to get it up and over there. Which is a lot of belts, but anyway. Now, when I'm thinking about it, I really need to be building this line backwards. So I can line it up perfectly. Not have to think too hard about it. So let's flog some transport belt. Out. Disable this, because our red belt factory isn't going to be around anytime soon. Come up here and we'll build it backwards. Ooh, so close. Wasn't a bad guess after all. Getting a bit, oh gee whiz. Getting a bit excited. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Now I don't like how long that is. Later I would change that with a logistics robot. But for now it'll do. Right. Now what we need to do is power all of this up. Get some power happening. Fun and games with power poles. Perfect. So that's all powered up. It's good. Now all I probably need to do this. Done. So everything now is charged. Just need to get some oil into the system. Ooh, that's not ideal. So I have to change this a little bit. Get it to work. Now, what we want to do is I actually want to change this a lot. So I've just noticed something. See how it's bringing empty barrels out? That's no good. What we want to do is we want to filter all barrels only. I want to pick all of them up. Okay, throw them back in. That's fine. This will work. Perfect. That's that done. Okay. Now that should prevent empty barrels from getting into this side of the system, because if it does, it will clog everything up. But what we can do is just add in a bit of a safety, where it says, right, filter out empty barrels. And then that'll bypass the factory, and this won't ever pick anything up that's not full. So that's nice. That's all done. Good. Now we need to go add that station, add that station. We need to run the train. Oops. Just wanted to get in the train, view the locomotive. Why is that not? Okay. So we'll just grab this and move it over a bit. Okay, it's too far away. That's what's happening. It cannot reach. See? It's just that the train was in the way. So, go. That train is pissed off down here. So we'll see if we can run over here and just start to throw down some power lines. Gonna need to. Oh, actually, there's power lines going over there. How good's that? Rightio. I'm going to take a quick break here. I'll see you very shortly for the next episode where we get this setup working. Hopefully. With some luck.